Okay, you might remember in the last video, or the last video in this series of videos, that I mentioned I was looking at supercharger or twin turbo for this car, the R8. I've made my mind up. I ordered one of them. You're going to find out very soon, so I don't really know why I'm keeping it secret while I'm saying this, because you're going to find out in this video what it is. But, oh wait, sat-nav. Shut up, sat-nav. Yeah, we're on our way down now to get it installed, basically. It's going to take about 2 or 3 weeks for them to install it and test it and everything. So at the moment, yeah, I'm driving this. Si is driving the GT86 behind me. Don't know if you can see him. And we're heading down to Southampton to get a supercharger fitted. I've gone for the supercharger. Now, I explained in the previous video why it seemed like the supercharger was a better option, really. The main reason just being the torque, you know, low down in the rev range and in the mid-range was a lot better than the twin turbo, sorry. I think I'd rather that. I think I'd rather, and it seemed a bit more controllable as well. Like the twin turbo was like not a lot, and then just shot up. Like it climbed like about 300 or 400 pound-foot of torque in a relatively small rev range. So I think it would be quite like hard, not hard to control, but just a bit of a handful, which would be fun in its own right. But I'd rather this just had more sort of usable power all over the place, and it wasn't just, you know, one massive hit of power as it suddenly kicks in. So the supercharger should be a lot better for that. It's got a lot more torque right from pretty much idle upwards. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. And also the cost of it was quite a bit less as well than I thought it was going to be, because somebody else on one of the R8 forums, they also went for the same kit, and we sort of bought it together. So we got a bit of a discount there, saved a bit of money on that. So it ended up being quite a lot cheaper, like several £1,000s cheaper than the supercharger, than the twin turbo kit. I can't get them the right way around at the moment for some reason. Like I say, Si's driving the 86 behind me, so we're going to both drive down there, then drop this off, and then I'll drive both of us back in the 86. We've got another 244 miles to go. Yay. This is not much fun.
Chris is in front in the R8 and we're heading to Southampton. There and back in a single day. Probably 9 hours driving in total. Should be a fun day. It's wet, it's damp, miserable, and I'm in the rear wheel drive. Which is fun, which is cool. It's got new tyres on though, so it's a little bit more predictable on lift-off than it used to be, I've been told. When it's not looking, we'll drift it around a roundabout.
Right, the weather's improved quite a lot, which is good. Sunny, it's dry. So yeah, we made it out of the snow, thankfully. We're still together, not in that way. Whoa. Si's kind of stuck behind some lorries, I think, at the moment. We're in like an average speed zone bit, where it's 50 mile an hour average, which is thrilling. So we've still got 203 miles to go. This is going to take a while. It's really filthy, isn't it? Wow. I did a good job. So is yours, though. Equally filthy.
Sweet. So we've just stopped off some food. It's now 12 o'clock, bang on. 140 mile left to go, I think. We're broken the back of it.
Got 36 miles to go. So not far now. Not far.
Well, what are you doing? Just gonna sit there? Just sit there. Yeah, don't mind. No, don't worry. No, don't worry yourself. I will happily sit here at 20 mile an hour. Losing Chris. I've not got sat-nav. I've not got it set up.
On this road for 7 miles.
Well, we're on this road for 7 miles. So, sit rep, it is 2:15 and we're basically pretty much here, half a mile away.
Petrol station there, we're on the way back.
Petrol station there, on the way back. For London also. Get into gear. This gearbox is a little notchy. So that slow speed, but I think, I mean, if you spend a bit more time with it, you probably get it nailed, and you get a little bit, like the bar slips in quite easy, so you just have to be affirmative with it. Affirmative.
Oh, we're here.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Yeah, the biggest curve ever.
We've made it. Finally, and I've just scraped the front of my car on the bottom of a curb. Sweet. We are now here. That took a fucking long time. Made it. So, I brought an R8 to get a supercharger.
Okay, is it Chris?
Yes, it is. Alright, hey, I spoke to you on email, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, cool.
This is
That one goes under the front bonnet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's basically where the charge cooler fluid goes.
Right, cool.
Yeah, so this is your adapter plate, which the supercharger sits on. Yeah, it just goes on top of the valve. The valves are on the other side, then just sits on top.
Alright, cool.
So the supercharger sits on top of that.
Right.
You've got your Canon intake filters, and these are bigger mass sensors as well.
Oh, okay.
So over
Sorry.
a certain close, it's not accurate anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Not get any weird lights on the dashboard or anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's the intake that goes in here.
Yep.
Okay. And then you've got larger flow injectors.
Oh, right, yeah, I remember you mentioned that.
Because the later cars came with slightly higher flow than
Right.
the original ones.
We've been to drop the R8 off. It is dropped off. We have washed our hands of it. Never going to see that piece of shit. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, so it's dropped off with the guys that are doing it. They seem to know what they're on about. We've got the other R8 there at the moment, still getting done.
Yeah, we sounded so weird.
Did sound good with that acropovic.
I say acropovic.
Well, you're an idiot, so I'm not going to say that. Anyway, yeah, so we dropped the car off. They said it's going to be about 2 or 3 weeks, basically. They're going to keep me updated, let me know what's going on. So hopefully, we'll have it back soon, and it'll be super fast.
Yay!
Supercharged and super duper, yeah. Super duper. So we're just going to head back, start the long trek home.
Nice.
And hopefully not fall asleep on the way.